Let me know.
And you're on.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the town of Torbay for our announcement today. I am going to, in a minute, welcome up Minister Jody Wall, the Minister of Social Supports and Wellbeing, to talk about his summer camp inclusion grant. And this is something I think that's very important to municipalities. It's something that the town of Torbay has been doing for at least 5 years now, that we try and make our camp available. Well, actually, we do make our camp available for people with exceptionalities and those that require additional support. Grants like this, once we apply on it, and I'm sure hopefully we're going to get one, that'll allow us to open or continue to do that program as we do now. And, you know, it's always a pleasure for us to have Minister Wall here in the town of Torbay. But I think I would have liked to drag the Minister of Environment and Climate Change down here today, Chris Tibbs, to ask him some questions about this weather that we're having, this snow that we're going to get, and see, because I know the new government is all about fixing things, so hopefully he's going to work hard on that. And, you know, we also, in addition to the work that we've been doing with our summer camp inclusion, this year we created a new inclusion committee that myself and the Deputy Mayor and Councillor Manning sit on with a bunch of volunteers and our staff to open our programs, not just for summer camp, but throughout the year for people with exceptionalities and who require additional supports. And we're very proud of that, and it's something that we're going to continue doing. And I want to thank our staff and my council for allowing us to do that. It's something that's very important to me. It's close to my heart. It's something that I want to do. And yeah, so I'm really happy to have you all here. Minister Wall, the floor is yours, buddy.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It is great to be back here in the town of Torbay, in beautiful Torbay, to announce that the applications are now open for the 2026 Summer Camp Inclusion Grant. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here today. It's so good to see Mayor, his councillors, his staff, of course, staff from my department, and the media for being here today, and also for our ASL interpreter, who always does a fantastic job in supporting us. Summer camp is an opportunity for children to connect with others, to build skills, and to take part in community. And that is very important. That's why we're here today. Every child should have the chance to be a part of that experience. We also know that this kind of support can make a difference to families as they make plans for their summer. This grant helps children with disabilities take part in summer camps. It helps to cover the cost of a support person so they can fully participate alongside their peers. And that's something that we have to keep in mind that is most important for the inclusion aspect. This year, our government is investing $150,000 to expand the program. This will help more children and more communities throughout Newfoundland and Labrador. Families can receive up to $1,000 to support a child at camp, and organizations such as the town of Torbay can receive up to $5,000 to hire support workers to assist multiple children attending camp. Those supports, they can look different for each child. It can be an inclusion worker, a caregiver, an attendant, or an interpreter. What matters most is that the support meets the needs of the children and helps them to take part in those camps. When those supports are in place, children are better able to join in, to build friendships, and to feel included. And that's what this program is all about. It's about making sure children are not left out because of barriers that can be removed. It's also part of the work to build healthy communities, which is very important to Premier Wakeham and to our government. Healthy communities are places where people feel supported, where they feel included, and they're able to take part in everyday life activities. And that means making sure children and families have access to the supports that are close to home. It also means working with communities to remove barriers and to improve access to services in those areas. I want to sincerely thank the town and congratulate the town of Torbay on its commitment to inclusion, including the creation of its Inclusion Advisory Committee, a very big step and one that other municipalities throughout Newfoundland and Labrador will look to the town of Torbay as being a leader. So on behalf of the provincial government, thank you, Mayor, and to your council and to all of your staff for making this important step. Through my time in local government, I know this work is most effective when you listen to the residents and focus on practical changes that help people take part. And that is exactly what the town of Torbay has done. It will help bring people together. It will help identify gaps and support changes that make community more welcoming for everyone. I also want to recognize that the town of Torbay received funding through this program last year. And I know firsthand from the conversations and engagement I've had with constituents that it helped to support more inclusive opportunities for their children and families within the community. It does make a big difference. I'm happy to say that applications are now open, and I encourage all families and organizations to apply so more children can take part in camp this summer with their friends and in their communities. And that's what this is all about. So children can feel included, they can take part, and they're not left out or left behind. On behalf of Premier Wakeham, of course, my team at the Department of Social Supports and Wellbeing, and of course all of my colleagues in government, this is a great day. And I want to thank you all for being here, and happy to answer some questions as we go forward. And of course, I'm sure Mayor Scott is as well. Thank you very much for being here today.